Good morning, to stay up late. Good morning to you. What's happening, people? What's going on over there, man? All right, high noon. Officially, it was morning about a second ago. That changed. What's happening, everybody? ZJ Sports Betting Pub. It is happy hour. We're talking baseball, baby, because we can. A whole bunch of games going on today and the rest of the weekend. Of course, you know this. That's why we're here. Yeah. Hope everyone out there is cool. All right, let's talk about some baseball. We'll talk about what we saw last night. Talk a little weather, talk starters, and talk a little betting action. What do you think of that? All right, Thursday early game. Boom. How about them and go Tigers? Is that awesome or what? Is that awesome or what, man? Because friends, you know the rest. All right, man. I don't know if we're going to be able to fade the Texas Rangers today, man. With Houston being minus 220, 225 or something. Not a lot of value there. So, yeah, we got the Detroit winning the books nice and early yesterday, like we talked about. That's why we went on early yesterday, because of that game. It's not great just watching Detroit go up early 4-1. It's just like, yeah. Of course, Texas made a little bit of a comeback there. Detroit said, yeah, no. We're going 7-0 to start the break, and you can still stink. So, of course, I started watching the Yankee game right around then, too. Man. All right, so let me start at the beginning. All right, so we found out that both Gio Urshela and Loaiziga are going to be back this weekend. We don't know when this weekend. We just heard them say, and they put a little thing on the bottom that says, we'll be back this weekend. All right, so that could mean tomorrow. Might mean Sunday. We don't know. This weekend. That's all you get. It was more important to go down to Meredith Marakovich and wish her a happy birthday. Oh, of course, that's definitely the most important thing. But it was cool. At least she was like, hey, you know what? There are worse places to be on your birthday than sitting in Fenway Park enjoying a Yankees baseball game with the Red Sox. Hey, man, you know what? I will give Meredith that. There are worse places to be than Fenway Park. Man, wicked smart to be hanging out in Fenway Park on a Thursday night, man. That's cool. So, Meredith, happy birthday, and that's cool. Now, I've been there. You know, I've been to Fenway Park just to make sure you see my little madness here. I spent 3 days in Fenway Park, as a matter of fact. My friend Jimmy, my friend Walter, and myself, all three of us went there. My friend Jimmy's parents had a condo out in Boston, so he's like, we're going to Boston, spending like 5 days up there each. And I'll tell you what, I'll bring you along. I'll get you the tickets for the game. I'll do all the stuff. I'll buy all the food too. Please just do all the cooking for us, man. All right. So you're basically suckering me into cooking all your food while you take me out to Boston. You know what, dude? So let's go to Fenway, baby. It's the best part about being a good chef. You know what? When people think, oh shit, I'm gonna have to eat. EJ. Yeah. All right, so yeah. Anyway, man, how many parks you've all been to? I've been to about 9 or 10 Major League Baseball parks, a bunch of football parks too. Like I mentioned, I spent the 3 days in 3 days at Fenway Park. We saw Baltimore on Thursday, and then we spent the weekend. The Mets were playing the Red Sox for the weekend. It was like 98. Yeah, 98. You know, I've been to Shea. Come on, I've been to Shea more times. I've been to Shea more times than I'm. These are all Mets stuff. This is all Yankees stuff. You been to some games, okay? Seattle, of course, the old Yankee Stadium and the new Yankee Stadium, of course. And you know, we talked about Tyler Mahle on the show. Remember, I was mentioning, I've been to Billings Mustangs since I went to college at MSU Billings. Mustang tickets. Yeah, man, I've been there. I'm at Cobb Field. My God. I've probably been to Cobb Field 32, 35 times. Man, when I first moved there, if you know anything about MSU Billings and where Cobb Field is in relation to the college, you come down Airport Road, you go down 27th Street right into downtown Billings, and there's Cobb Field right on your left, Perkins and all that. been there. My God, have I been there? Anyway, yeah, Jacobs Field I did too, 98. My father's wife lived in North Olmsted, so I got to go up there and watch a game. Well, it was Jacobs Field then. Chase Field in Arizona, my best friend DJ. I lived in Fountain Hills for 2 years. My best friend DJ, he lived down there too. And I went to see the Yankees, Arizona, Chase. And San Francisco, I've been right in front of it, stood right in front of it. They weren't home when me and my wife went out to San Francisco for our trip. But we have a picture standing right in front of it, which almost counts. I mean, I was there. Damn it. I mean, we stood right outside that stadium. We stayed at the San Remo Hotel. And if anybody knows anything about San Francisco, the San Remo Hotel, you come out of that front door, you make a right, you're right at Joe DiMaggio Park. And then you make a right and you're up at the stadium. If you make a left out of the San Remo Hotel, you're right at the wharf. 3 blocks to the wharf. Oh, God, I love that trip to San Francisco. At least it's like, I don't want to go back to San Francisco that bad. I'm like, I love San Francisco. I mean, I love that place. The weather too. Thank you. All right. So yeah, 3-2 cards. Sorry about that. Hey, I wanted to go off on a little bit of stuff, man. You know what? It's cool to be able to say you've done some stuff, right? Hey, man. 3-2 cards. Hey, they took 3 or 4 from the Cubs. Shocker. Pay us. In Atlanta, took game 1 of their 4-game set this weekend. Charlie Morton being Charlie Morton. Matty Moore being Matty Moore. Oh, Tampa Bay did it again. Oh, they got me too, man. Cleveland up 4-3 there. The Tampa Bay with the late 4-4. Sends it to extras. Takes that win 5-4 on the road. I was really going to fade Tampa Bay on the road here because they ended their second half kind of poorly on the road. They still have a decent road record, obviously. But you know what? The way they ended the whole first half on the road, I was just like, maybe we should see if that's going to continue. It doesn't look like it is. And when you can hit late and come up with some late magic like that again, how many times did they do it? We got lucky with it. They did it in the 8th inning. We can go over the Tampa Bay, what they did in the last 5 days if you want. My God, man. So anyway, 5-4. Oh, man. I was actually watching that game. I took some notes here. Yeah. Yep, 9th inning rally. Pushed us at that 9 on the 4-4. Cleveland couldn't win it in the bottom of the ninth, so the extras they went. Tampa Bay scored 5-4 in the 10th, and Cleveland Ramirez just flied out to right. Moved Rosario to third. Framil Reyes, man, I thought Framil Reyes, who was having himself a pretty decent night, he had driven in 3 of the 4 RBIs for Cleveland all day. When Framil came up, I'm like, all right, here we go. Come on, brother. Come on, man. Tie that game up. Man, couldn't do it. Struck him out. Man, of course, Bradley struck out too. Yeah, slider. Castillo. My God, man. That was the thing that drove me nuts too. Did you see that? 88-mile-an-hour slider. 88-mile-an-hour slider. I think he threw 5 straight sliders to Framil there at the end of that at bat. Just throw him sliders. And then if you're Bradley and you get up in that spot, he throws you a slider on the first pitch. He throws you a slider on the second pitch. What are you not waiting on, man? We talked about this kind of stuff with Montgomery yesterday. What are you not waiting on? When you know you're going to see a certain pitch at a certain speed in a certain spot twice, if not 3 times, and you're at bat. I'm sorry, man. Whoever made it out to be rocking sides, really, my God. Of course, the Yankees and the Red Sox went into that little rain delay right there, right at that moment, too. Bring a tarp on the field. So that kind of sucked. 1-0 at that point for that game. Both Sox tied it in the 7th. Hernandez drove in Verdugo. Ottavino comes in. DJ walks to lead off the 8th. Gardner walks first and second. Stanton drove in DJ. Odor bunted and got Brett to third. Stanton the second. Glaber with the slack fire to right. 3-1 Yanks. Gardner the third. Brantley struck out. Man, when Brantley struck out, I was like, oh, come on. Yanks brought on Chad Green to save the day. And obviously that finger for number 54 might be a little bit more of a factor than we thought. We talked about Chapman not coming out of that game, but when he did walk off that field, you could see his middle finger had that little chip in it. And he obviously wasn't good enough to go because it's a 3-1 game in the Boston game, and Chapman's not coming in to save it. Chad Green is, and that flat gas of his. God, you watch Chad Green pitch, man. 2 fingers on a flat gas It's just flat gas. I don't trust Chad Green. I don't trust Chad Green at all. I don't know how you guys feel about him. Oh yeah. Wait, I want to talk about the rest of how that game went before I actually talk, because I had to jump because I'm like, yeah, jump to the other part of what you want to talk about there, EJ. Yeah. Yep. So Hernandez 2-run double, tied for the Red Sox. To the 10th we go. Yanks 4-3 lead in the 10th. Yanks 4-3 lead in the 10th. And did you see Giancarlo Stanton? Did you see Giancarlo Stanton strike out? Dude, the ball, dude, when the ball came out of his hand, it was headed straight for the ground. It landed in the grass before home plate, 5 feet in front of home plate. Strike 3. What the? What the hell is that? So Krisky comes on. Krisky comes on to pitch. Okay. Now the first wild pitch was your first sign that this is going to be an absolute disaster. The second one, and now our catcher certainly didn't help the cause either. I don't know what the hell all this stuff was trying to. You're not a hockey goalie, dude, trying to make this wee save. It's a baseball game. The third wild pitch, okay. Aaron, do you not realize that this dude cannot handle the situation? Krisky is crispy. What the hell are you doing leaving that dude in the ball game? The fourth wild pitch, I was in my Discord with my guys saying, guys, it's the moment that Krisky walked on that field. I said, guys, if you don't live bet the Red Sox to win this game right now, don't come back. I don't want to talk to you. We're never going to speak again. The Red Sox are going to win this game in about 5 minutes. Don't you sweat a lick. No armpit stain whatsoever. Krisky. Mariners choked again because the Mariners are just choking like they always do. And, of course, the Giants, was that not cool or what, man? The Giants again. Plus 150. That was awesome. Yeah, you know what, man? If you don't tell how pissed off I am by all that, you've got to be kidding me, man. What Aaron Boone is even doing in the dugout at all? A month ago, 2 months ago? May, beginning of June, maybe, should have been fired. All the other crap. Aaron Boone needs to get out of New York. Until Aaron Boone gets out of New York, I will just be a pissed off Yankee fan and enjoy myself. It's awesome. Weather conditions today. 8 to 10 mile an hour breeze straight out of Wrigley Field today. You saw that total last night was 7.5. No. It's 10 now. Oh, what happens to the weather in Wrigley Field? That's obviously one of the big stadiums out there. When you're you see 8 to 10 mile an hour breeze going right out to center field, a little bit tilted to the left there. Oh boy. And we'll talk about that. Zach Allen, Zach Davies. It's a good day to be named Zach today, in case you didn't notice all the starters on the mound today. There's really nothing to talk about in relation to the Philly game. Really not a weather game at all. Orioles game, shouldn't have any weather problem. Cleveland game's fine. Mets game looks good today. I know I'm in Poughkeepsie, as you may know, and it's gorgeous here today. Beautiful day. So, like I said, I'm only an hour north of there. Should be a decent night at Citi Field, and that's cool because it's what do you call it night there tonight, right? First responders night. It's first responders night there tonight. I have that in my notes somewhere. Having a fireworks show after tonight's game, which is cool. Oh, man, I love that stuff. I love that, especially the big stadium when you just hear everything go boom and you're right surrounded with fireworks. They do a great job down there at Citi Field doing the fireworks. I've been there, been to Shea for probably 2 or 3 of those, and Citi for one of them too. It's awesome, man. Yeah. Anyway, what else is not? We have no expecting rain in Boston, right? Right? No. I'm sorry. Pay attention, man. No weather problems with the Mets game. The Cincy game should be fine. They have a roof in Miami. If that weather gets any, they are definitely expecting rain all day down in Miami. So let's throw the roof up there. Boston, man, cloudy and humid. And you know how that would affect the baseball game. They could obviously close that roof in Milwaukee if they need to. It's hot as hell in Houston today. It's going to feel like it's 103, 105 degrees down there today. That 10-mile-an-hour breeze when it's 95 degrees just throws that heat right on you. Just like, oh, Jesus, man. Dodger Stadium, it's humid out there today, too. Notice the humidity in L.A. today? You know, it's a hard job to be in L.A. weather, man. I know. At least the only thing they really have to mention today, the humidity is up a little bit for that 75 to clear day. They're going to close the roof if they need to in Seattle, too. Looks like it's clear as a bell there today, so they won't need to do that. Gorgeous day over there. Hey, man, it worked. Chaplain Tyler. Email you gave me didn't work, just like you said to me, man. Didn't work, brother. Minnesota, Kansas City both have a nice breeze blowing out to center field today. Both of them. You saw the Kansas City straight out center field, 10-mile-an-hour Kaufman, and left center at Target Field. It's Target Field. San Francisco has a nice breeze blowing out too. Double-digit 11, 12-mile-an-hour breeze blowing straight out. Yeah, it's chilly there though. You know, it's weather 60 degrees in San Francisco today. It's coat weather. Put your sweatshirt on, man. It's mid-July. Put your sweatshirt on. Love that. I love that, man. All right. Let's talk about the games today. Like I mentioned, Arizona and the Cubs. So, Arizona and the Cubs. Zach and Zach. 2 of the 5 Zachs going on the mound today. 5. You know, Zach Gallen, he hasn't won a game since May. Since May, right? Yeah. Arizona hasn't won a game with him on the mound since May. Now we know that's all changed a little bit for Arizona as we go into the now, because Arizona is not that team that they were in May and June. I mean, we saw how they come out of the gate. I mean, the Tigers are on fire, and the Arizona Diamondbacks are playing well. I'm still kind of going, really? So they go to play Cubs, and we know the Cubs just lost 3 of their last 4 against St. Louis. Basically called for that to happen. No problem. The Cubs are at minus 135 today? No. You know what? I can't. Yeah, man. You know, the Cubs just are not hitting the ball. You saw what happened in St. Louis. It was another 3-2 game, another 3-2 game, and then 3-2 game. Yeah, the Cubs can't score more than 2 runs, apparently. All right, now will the weather pointing out help that a little bit? Your team still has to be kind of hitting well to take advantage of any kind of a weather and the breeze shooting out to center field. These 2 teams really starting hitting the tar of the ball. If anyone's hitting the ball, it's the Arizona, right? It's the Arizona Diamond. Yep, it's even hard to say it. I know. So do we have to take the Diamondbacks today? I think we do. I know. I just said we have to take the Arizona Diamondbacks on the road today at plus 125. Yep. I can't believe it either. That's the play, though. I'm not putting $35 on the Cubs today. I'm not. Minus 135? Unacceptable. If you have to make a play on that game, you don't have to play the Cardinals. You don't have to play Arizona Diamondbacks on the road. I'm getting ready for football, man. Hey, you don't have to make that play. But I can understand if you're going to play anybody there in that, you're playing Arizona today. That's it. Unbelievable, man. I mean, Davies can't pitch in this park at all. One park. So what happened, I remember last time Zach Gallen played the Cubs, he lost. And it was the last time Zach Davies played against Arizona. He lost. And that kind of what got Arizona started here. Running into him again, huh? All right. Yeah, Arizona's the only play you can make there. Start your day with a bang. Hopefully by 4 or 5 o'clock you're paid, and we're getting ready for the 7 p.m. games. That's it. Patrick Corbin and Jorge Lopez. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Kitty Park, Maryland. I call it Kitty Park, Maryland. I don't know what you call it. You call it whatever the hell you want to call it. I call it a place that's conducive to overs. 10. 10? Sure. It's 10 in Baltimore, huh? With Corbin and Lopez on the mound. Okay, just fine. We can move on now. It was 9.5. 9.5, 10. It was 9.5 last night. I mean, I go to bed every night and I take a big stock. I go over to Pinnacle and Bet Online. And I take stock on what both sets are offering me, so I know what the Europeans are getting and I know what the Americans are getting. And I take a stock of the nighttime line. Last night it was minus 125 and 9.5 to Washington. Now Washington's minus 130 and it's 10. You see the team total too for Washington? 5.5. I mean, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be them. Certainly expect 6 out of Washington tonight, 7. So do the line setters. That's why they're favored minus 130 today. They're expecting the same thing. You can obviously see they expect a 6-5 game, kind of, because the Baltimore team told us 4.5 too. So, man, they hit theirs and they hit theirs. You're looking at 6-5 right there. Yeah, sure. Kitty Park, Maryland. Nice summer day. Take the over 10. Just take it. Atlanta and Philly, game 2. Saw how Atlanta did. Well, talked about that. Atlanta taking the first game. Yeah. Nice win for them. Fried, Wheeler, another Zach on the mound. Oh, Zach and that 2.44 having a nice season. So that line moved too. It's minus 130 last night. It was minus 130. Now, what happened? What's the $25 all about? I'd like to know what the $25 is all about because it was minus 130 last night. It's minus 155 right now in your book. Whoa. When the hell did the Phillies become good enough to be favored $50? Who's putting $50 on the? What are you doing? That walks you right into a play with Atlanta, which I hate doing because every time I want to take Atlanta, they just seem to not want to show up for me. But the only place you can go there at plus 140 is Atlanta. What? You can't pay for the Phillies. Don't do that. Please don't be the guy who's running around today going, there's so much value in the Phillies at minus 155 today. Zero value. You play Atlanta. Hope they find a way to take the second game of that series because the Phillies just can't hit right now. They went into the break hot, came out of the break cold. That's it. Yanks, Cole, and Rodriguez tonight. That line was even money last night. And then that game ended the way it did. And everybody out there started pounding the Red Sox. Okay, did you expect something else to happen? What were you expecting to see this morning when you woke up? Boston minus 120? Boston minus 125? Rivalry game, except Cole's on the mound. So that's what's giving the Yankees the only shot there, even though they lose about 7 bats in that lineup. Oh, boy. Don't you have to take Boston on the principle alone? I'm not taking the Yankees. I'm not taking my own team. I don't suggest you do it either. Hey, man, if I'm not betting on the Yankees, neither are you. I don't miss a pitch of those Yankee games. I can tell you what's going to happen every day. Tell you what's going to happen every day. We didn't make a bet yesterday on it. Didn't need to. Made a live bet on it. Cashed it. My God. Situations, baby. Today we take Boston. If you were smart enough to play the early line, you have even money. If you weren't smart enough to play the early line, you have minus 115, minus 120, depending on your book right now. Good enough. Aaron Boone is officially brain dead. Walking around with no brain. Head off. My God. St. Louis, talked about Tyler Mahle in the Reds game, going to Billings. Yeah, okay. Tyler Mahle's, I kind of tried to make that comparison to him with Roy Halladay a little bit just because of their stature. And sometimes just when you look at him from the center field, you just see that Roy Halladay in him. I do. Of course, he doesn't have Roy Halladay stuff. I think the Reds are kind of hoping he just starts to find it at some point. He hasn't really shown it. You know what? You see it here and there, like I mentioned, but man, did he get torched. And in this park, too. Someone want to explain why the Reds are minus 155 with Tyler Mahle today? You want to tell me? I'm not doing it. No way I'm paying for the Reds at that price. No way. The Reds, and Tyler Mahle at home, and the disaster that he is in that park. You know what, man? I have no problem rooting for the dude. I don't really want to see him get torched. Unfortunately, the Reds stink. The Reds' bats are going cold. You know what? They had a big day against the Mets, and that's great. Okay, you know what, man? It's going to happen. It's going to happen for everybody. Over the course of a couple of weeks, once or twice, your team's going to do well, and how it goes every other day is a whole different story. Well, like I said, we just saw St. Louis take 3 or 4 from the Cubs. We know the Cubs aren't a very good team, but who cares? What the hell are the Reds doing at minus 155 today? Nope. St. Louis plus 140 on the board. Plus money. Plus money. Sorry, man. I can't. No way any maniac's paying for the Reds at minus 155 today. Minus 160 last night. It came down $5. Oh, stop it, man. Stop it. Cincinnati's 1-5. Yep. I'm telling you, man. Terrible. Came out of the break. Freezing cold, man. One game against that the 15-11 game, that's about it. Everything from there has been a disaster for the Reds, man. Minus 155. No. And with Mahle in that park, like I mentioned, no. St. Louis money line. Tampa and Cleveland today. Well, okay. What are we supposed to do now? Because we see we got to take the 9, right? Because every time it's 4-3 and it's the 7th or 8th inning. Just sit back, man. Sit back and wait for Tampa Bay to go ahead and take the lead score. All right. It's 9. It's 9. It's going to be 4-3 going to the 7th inning, and they're going to find a way to at least push our 9. I'm taking the Tampa Bay Cleveland over 9. That's it. It's 8.5 last night. It's 9 now. All right. You know what? I think Vegas is tired of seeing them score 9 runs. So I'm not tired of seeing it. If you still get that 8.5 at a decent price, go ahead. But it was 8.5 last night. I came up to 9. So most sites are carrying the 9 right now, charging you the marginal juice for it, minus 110 or whatever it is you're going to have. So, man, Fleming and another Zach on the mound over there. It's 5-3 in the 4.19. Yeah, no. You know what? We got to take that over. San Diego again. My goodness, man. San Diego is making sure that San Francisco and the Dodgers don't forget that they're right there. Doing a good job of hanging around. I mean, coming out of the gate strong. Another big win for them. And another Zach on the mound from Miami. Zach Thompson this time. 2-2 in the 1.93 ERA. Of course, Musgrove's on the mound for San Diego in the 5-7 and the 3.14. So the total's at 8. It was 8 last night. Still sitting there at 8. San Diego's at minus 160. It was minus 150 last night. That makes a big difference. A $10 jump's a $10 jump with the juice there. Kind of makes sense now. Vegas is not just going to give away San Diego the way Miami's playing, but you never know. You notice that Miami at home still finds them. They're 22-22 at home after yesterday's loss. And you don't think of the Marlins as a team that, they're 500 at home. Like, they're 500 at home? I mean, when you see a team that's 41-56, you're like, they probably just suck on the road. That's for sure. But at least they're 22-22 at home. So it's weird. They're going to find a spot to win a game at some point. I mean, if there's going to be any time to fight, maybe sneak in Miami, maybe here's a shot. Musgrove. Musgrove's hittable, man. Musgrove is hittable, to say the least. So if you're going to try and sneak in a Miami play today, I'm not going to yell at you. No, I don't think I'll play it. I don't think I'm going to play it. But, man, if you come back and say, dude, you know what? I did take Miami yesterday, and they did win. I heard you. You know what? I'm not. It's weird, man. Because I don't want to not suggest something and not be on it myself because it's really just stupid. But I lean towards you either make a play or you're putting money on it. I'm not an action kind of. I don't want to just put action on the board just to have action on the board. I want to put my money on the things I want my money on. So again, I'm not going to play that. If you want to take Miami today might be your day to sneak it in. But man, just because of the line, it's too high. And I'm not I guess you could go San Diego run 9 in that spot. But then, you know what? Every time you start thinking run 9 and you need a team to win by 2 or 3 runs, the dog wins. I don't know if you ever have that. A lot of people out there deal with that out there. Every time you think a team's just going to kick someone's ass. See, last night, a one-run game. Both games, a doubleheader of one-run games. San Diego's not beating people up; they're just winning their games. Toronto and the Mets, like I mentioned, first responder day, fireworks tonight at Citi Field. That line came down $10. It's minus 120 last night when I went to bed, 8.5. And now the Mets are minus 110 at 8.5. You know what? Steven Matz coming home. Going back to New York, I guess you could say. McGill's doing nothing so far. No wins, no losses, no drips, no errors. He's a painter. Man, what do you do there? You got to take the Mets if you're going to do anything. I still have no problem fading the Blue Jays after what we just we talked about it. Bang, Boston. Stupid price because of the Blue Jays giving away games. You think, well, they didn't give away that game. Yeah, they did. They gave away that game before the rain out. They paid the price for it against Boston at home. Now they got to go play the Mets, huh? You know what, man? I'll take the Mets today. Minus 110. Let the fireworks be on their side, and let the fireworks happen at night. 2 sets of fireworks. Hopefully the Mets provide some. And then and the stadium does the rest. Texas at Houston. Okay. Kobe Howard. And Jake Odorizzi. And the line came down from 9. Yeah, I know about the left-handed pitching man. Again, that wasn't Steven Matz, dude. You do know more about Steven Matz. This isn't just some lefty. It's Steven Matz, dude. You're right. What they are against left-handers is one thing, man. Steven Matz is a whole nother story, son. A whole nother story, dude. Let's not compare Steven Matz to just every other lefty in the league. Under average pitcher. Remember, he's got the support sometimes in that lineup. When he doesn't get that support, he ain't winning his games. We'll see. John Morton, man, what's happening? I'm getting to the Texas-Houston game now. When I went to bed last night, it was 225 and 9. Now, what is this about? Because now it's minus 200, so the line setters dropped $25 a juice off that price. Probably trying to entice a few people because they kind of know at 225 we're not going to get a lot of bites. Man, if you're laying 225 money line on Houston to beat the Texas Rangers, come on, man. I'm sure someone's going to put it in maybe a parlay or a combo like that just to kind of, get your payout to be something, but you can't do that, man. That's what I'm saying, too. Yeah, I'm telling you, Tyler, too, that's another part of it. The Astros came out of the gate freezing. 1 hit in one game, nothing. One. Yeah, man, not hitting the tar out of the ball. You do see who's in town, man. Right. We do see this is not just another American League team showing up in Houston. You want to talk about a rivalry. There's no rivalry here, man. The Texas Rangers stink. So there's nothing here to do. When I saw that line come down to 8.5, I'll tell you right now, the first thing that went through my mind was, what the hell is everybody doing? Who's the idiot out there who's putting that total on the board and thinking, I don't think there's going to be a lot of runs there today. I'm taking that under in that heat and humidity and no. Nope. Houston won't struggle hitting the ball today, man. 8-4 Houston. Take the over 9.5. Detroit and KC. So, KC's pretty hot. And the Detroit Tigers. Go Tigers! Man. Of course, they're a dog today. Do we owe it to the Tigers to just kind of go in there and be like, all right, plus money on the Tigers, plus 105, plus 110, depends on your book and whatever, all that. I mean, do we owe it to the Tigers to just be like, all right, take out KC today? Just saw what KC did to Milwaukee. We just saw what Detroit did since they've come off the break. Haven't lost a game yet. Don't you kind of have to play the team that hasn't lost a game yet just to see if it keeps going? Hey, man, my principles are when you see a team is hot and you see it get to 5 and 7 and 10 and 13 and stuff like that. Not to say the Tigers are going on a 13-game win streak, but I can't stand being the stupid guy who watched that go on and was like, why didn't I play that when I saw it happening? Let's take Detroit plus money. You know what, man? They're 7-0 for us in the last week. They don't win today. They're 7-1 for us the last 8 days. Okay, you know what? You made me a little bit of money here. If it means giving it back at some point, well, are the Tigers going to go through the second half of the season undefeated? Come on. Are the Texas Rangers going to start to figure out something at some point? Maybe. Right now, they don't have anything figured out, so we paid the hell out of them. But, yeah, I'm taking the Tigers. Go Tigers! That's it. That's it. Will Peralta do enough to make that game? Yep. I mean, what's Bubic going to do? 2-4 in the 3. Dude, Bubic is making you say, oh, man, I love that dude. No, you don't. No, you don't. At least you have Peralta on your side. I'll take Peralta and plus money. Ooh, what's that? Astros, yeah, man. I know it. Chicago, Milwaukee. The Brewers are favorite. The Brewers are favorite today. After that, what the hell is going on today? Someone in Vegas showed up for work and said, I'm going to be a moron today and see who bites. I got the White Sox today. I got the White Sox today. Giolito, plus 115, plus 110. We mentioned everybody how Giolito didn't do exactly what he needed to do to start that. A lot of people dumped him on their fantasy teams early because he just didn't show up. I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there going, you know what? I shouldn't have gave up on him so quick because at least he's going to probably find a way to figure some stuff out. The Chicago White Sox are a pretty decent team. The Brewers are not playing well right now. Chicago's a dog today. Dude. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. White Sox. Money line. Plus 110, plus 115, whatever it is. All right, the 4 games that are later in the day, 8 o'clock. LA and the Twins. No. No. Junk and junk and more junk. They're going to contribute to our salami play, though. Did you see for the first time all year that the MLB Salami is out today? Pittsburgh and San Francisco. Yeah, okay. Well, what would you expect to see with Carrito on the mound and the minus 175 for San Francisco today against whoa is me. Pittsburgh Pirates. No, nothing there to touch. Will the Giants, maybe the Giants team total. But Cool can pitch. You know what? Chad Cool can actually pitch a little decently. I'm sure there's somebody out there who might see some value in Pittsburgh today. The Giants just rolled over LA like that. Cruising, and the lowly Pirates come to town. Someone's going to use the word trap today. I assume that there's going to be handicappers galore out there going, trap game. Yeah, no, I'm not betting the Pittsburgh Pirates in any situation right now. No, this is not one of those plus 155. Let's go find our way to see some value in the Pittsburgh Pirates. No, no. Colorado, Chichi, no. You know what? Obviously, now you see the Dodgers minus 270 today. Can't possibly lose. Dodgers couldn't possibly lose to the Rockies today. They've only won 9 road games all year. My God. Right? So that's going to make people think, maybe I'll take the Dodgers to minus 2.5 in the handicap. Oh, God. No, thank you. Even with Price on the mound, no, thank you. Oakland, Seattle, yeah, no. I just all right. No. Not talking about Seattle Mariners until they start doing what I expect them to do. And right now, they don't do anything I ever expect them to do, so I leave them alone for a minute. Feed me Seymour. 138.5 today. You see it, right? God, I hope your book carries the salami. Yeah, I see, Tyler. I mean, yeah. They could beat the Giants today. They could beat the Giants today, man. So, like I said, someone out there, Tyler just responded to my little chat thing saying that Pirates are batting 309 since the All-Star break. Yeah. Yeah, man, I get it. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure there's a bunch of people on the Pirates today going, I see the value, especially in the trap spot. We'll see about all that. I'm not doing it. Won't be me, man. Grand Salami today. Like I mentioned, hopefully your book has it. So nice to see it for the first time all year. Yes, there will be 138.5 runs today. There will be 148 runs today. We're going to beat that by 10. And you can ask me how I know that later. Oh, I've been betting on the Salami longer than you've been alive. Washington and Baltimore are going to contribute nicely to that Salami. At over 10 is minus 115. I see it going up to 10.5 at some sites too. So probably by it's 12:40 right now. We're still live. By the time we're done here, that total will be 10.5. Might even shoot up to 11. We don't know. Get it in as soon as you can. Even if you have to pay a little juice for the 10, pay a little juice for the 10. Yeah, all right. Tampa, Cleveland, over 9 to contribute towards Seymour Salami. Mets, money line, fading the Jays, minus 110. Still fading the Jays. Didn't stop me just because I saw what they did and gave up. In my opinion, they gave up. But we'll see. They'll get it. I'm sure they'll get it back. Let's just avoid Vladdy, and you'll be all right. Texas, Houston, over 8.5. I don't know who. Like I said, I don't know who brought that line down from 9 to 8.5. But I'm gonna thank them later. Thank you, whoever the hell you are. Thank you for bringing that line down for me. Now I can cash a 4-4. Sold. Tigers money line. Go Tigers. White Sox money line plus money. Boston money line minus 115. Depends on your book again. If you didn't get it last night when it was still even, but before the disaster happened. Krisky. I don't know. All right, Arizona. Talking about the money line for the early game here, plus 125. If you have to touch it, that's the only bet you're making. And St. Louis money line too at plus 140. Plus money, plus money, plus money, plus money. Two favorite words around here. And anything else here, nothing's above minus 115 in the whole damn board today. If you have to pay minus 120 for that 10 in Baltimore, okay, you might have to. If that juice goes up, you're going to have to pay $20 for that total. Who cares? Either way here, all of our lines are just like they always are, right where they need to be. We don't get stupid around here. There's no juice being drunk around this place, man. Now, if you noticed on my sportsbettingpub.net homepage, tennis today, tennis tomorrow, tennis the next day. Got you covered, man. And if you saw what happened this morning already in Polska, yeah, how about that over 2.5 sets with Kucheva? Come on, man. Plus money, plus 125 in that total. I told you to play if you can't get the set betting. Take the total either way. Yeah, how about 3 tie breaks? 3 tie breaks. 7-6, 7-6, 7-6. Yeah, how's 39 games treating you? 21.5. Huh? So get over to my sports betting pub site and see the rest of the tennis for the Olympics that's going on. And, I was going to make a video for all that stuff, but I was like, why? My tennis videos here don't get a ton of steam. So I just figured I'd just put it up on my sports betting pub site. And if anybody wants to go see it, and there it is. We'll be back at noon tomorrow. You have all your bets that you need to make for today. And that should do it. Hey, you know what, Tyler and John, I really thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning, man. Appreciate all the little stats you keep throwing at me, Tyler. That's cool, man. I love that stuff. It's really cool you to keep doing that. I dig it. If you guys want to mention any plays that you might have on the board today, I'll give you an opportunity to do that. And we could talk about some of it if you want to do that. I'll wait a second here to see if you want to post something that you're either tailing me with or something you have on your own. No? You guys could be gone by now. I don't know. But, all right. So I don't see anything live going on, which is cool. Just go. I appreciate anybody even stops here at any point to come talk to me live. So, all right. Let's get everybody out of here. Again, we'll see you tomorrow at noon. Saturday, baseball. The first games are 2 and 2:20, all that. We're here 2 hours before the first opening pitch of the first game every day. So let's get on it. And good luck out there. And Boca Lupo, of course. Make it rain if you could, please. And we'll see you all later, all right? Ciao. Have a good day out there.